I was born in Keokuk, Iowa. When I was 7 years old, my parents moved to Wyanett. When I was going to 7th grade, they moved here. So I was potentially here from the 7th grade. I was there all the time. You know, I go back and think about it. I'll tell you when I was drafted shortly after the bomb at Pearl Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
That hit, I was, it was Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a little snow on the ground, and I was walking across it at Northern, and I met a guy coming. It was Sunday afternoon. The guy walked up and says, "You hear the news? They bombed Pearl Harbor?" And I said, "How's that work?" Anyway, I said, I knew that I was going to be in trouble. And that I lasted a couple months from that time. And but the funny thing, I think it took about a year and a half. When I got home early, like I said, I drafted home in about well, school had started, I know, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. You know, I'm home here, I don't know anything, because everybody I knew was gone, and I didn't know school had started at Northern, and I just thought, you know, and I didn't have a girlfriend or anything like that. Well, I had a family, and that was it. Across the river there from Germany, England.
Mm-hmm.
I was sent to England for study, you know, to learn a little more, because I was pretty rusty. So then they sent me across the canal, the river, or whatever it's called. Going across, that was good, but we didn't go in at heads on. Of course, well, all that was there was junk. By then, you know, that was quite a little bit later. But we were sent around France to kind of on the west side of France. And we just went into France, no deal. We had the big car we were on, we went down on a rope and dropped into a small car, not car, small thing. And we jumped off it. And it's about here, I think, if I remember right. Well, I waded in on that side of France. Joanne told me you were coming. I thought, I better do some training. And, you know, it's a long go, and I'm just telling you about things that happened. I have a lot of friends, most of them from the Army that are deceased, but I was going through some stuff, and I heard something I got all kinds of things like this. This is a little book, D-Day. But I like to get out some of my stuff that goes back to that era.
Yeah.
And when you leave in the next few days, I'll probably find some stuff I'd like to show you. We had guys who were, well, I was a mortar man. We were familiar with mortars, 81 millimeter.
Yeah.
I was a head of one of those 81 mortars. And that made me heavy. So there were several platoons of those in that area. And actually, that was my whole career. You might go through a head of infantry. It all depends how lucky you are. Or most of the time, you're probably, I don't know if you'd say a quarter of a mile back. Probably less than that. We got there, practice, and you're part of a group who have mortars, which I was involved with mortars, where you know them, and some had not shotguns. The gun on the ground was, oh, geez. But they were the small ones, machine guns.
Okay.
Machine gun platoon, mortar platoon, and some other kind of platoon. What that could be? Anyway, that was there, and that was my. And we went in at this town. Went through got into a small town, and I should know the name of that. We were stuck there for a while. We did go out and maybe get one small village taken care of and go back to where the area you were, because there were a lot of small villages around there. And we were there quite a while until, where did we go after that? We had a lot of hits by, overhead stuff, but we were digging holes at night with some mortar. But with the mortar, you shoot it, it's kind of far, and I forget the distance. It could be head on, but seldom. It was more or less like if you're out trying to get to this little village, you might be a quarter of a mile out. But let's see, the mortar will go, I think my quarter mile guess. Or it could be right close. If you move forward and got into a small town, that's yours to move more farther on in, And we could do that. 81 mortar, millimeter mortar. There's 3 pieces to it, I don't know if you're familiar with mortar. You carry 2 of them.
Oh, that's 2 of them.
There's the GI carrying a couple. Well, might be carrying a third one too. There's the one that you fire. Then there's the one that carries the stuff. If we were right close to a house, you'd crawl in, but there wasn't any people in it. It was a bad winter. A lot of people got sent back. They got frozen feet. They had a disease. I don't know what it was. But if you didn't take care of yourself, you got, I think, some on purpose.